This is Israel's 9/11 moment.
This is the 9/11 of Israel.
This is our 9/11, a spokesman said.
Israel's 9/11.
This is, as someone said, our 9/11.
Now, some are calling this Israel's 9/11. And, of course, when 9/11 happened, there was a seismic shift in the world.
This is Israel's 9/11 because corporate media says it is. And if they keep on saying it, and they will, well, then it becomes the truth in the minds of those who hate truth.
This is Israel's 9/11.
This is 10 times worse right now than 9/11.
This is Israel's 9/11.
This is an all-out war. This was their 9/11.
You know, we talked about 9/11. I think this is worse than 9/11 for Israel. In so many respects, this is so much more devastating for Israel than even we experienced after 9/11.
What happened in Israel is Israel's 9/11.
And I call this massacre that happened in the southern of Israel is even worse than 9/11.
It's even worse.
Our 9/11.
It's our 9/11. We should all understand it. It's our 9/11, and from today on, things will never be in Israel as they were.
This is Israel's 9/11 moment.
This is the Pearl Harbor of Israel. This is the 9/11 of Israel.
In terms of scale, Israel has just experienced its 9/11. In terms of shock, Israel has just experienced its Pearl Harbor.
And if you're Americans and want to compare this to something in American history, then this could be a 9/11 and a Pearl Harbor wrapped into one.
But if you could say that it is a 9/11 and a Pearl Harbor together for us.
Israeli military says the attacks launched by Hamas on Saturday are like the 2001 terrorist attacks on the United States. This is our 9/11, a spokesman said.
You have said that this attack of October 7th is your 9/11. Can you explain what that means to an American audience in your country?
Sadly, since I said it, it turned out to be 10 times bigger. Proportionally, because the Israel's population is smaller than 10 million people, it's like having more than 30,000 American fatalities.
This is the 9/11 of the Israelis. This is the 9/11 of the Israelis.
In a way, this is our 9/11.
This is a 9/11 moment for the Jewish Israeli people.
And this is precisely why this atrocity is Israel's 9/11.
I said to myself, wouldn't it be fantastic if I could own the Twin Towers? We got very, very lucky. The governor of New York, George Pataki, decided one day that maybe it would be good to privatize the ownership of the World Trade Center. So I got a call from the governor's office, and they said, would you ever consider owning the World Trade Center? It was very, very good for the family, very good for us, and we were very, very fortunate. On the morning of 9/11, I'm getting ready, getting dressed to go to the dermatologist. I have light-colored hair, light skin. The sun is a disaster for me. I can't take the sun. She said, okay, but you're going to the dermatologist, you're going this morning, and you're not going downtown. We got very, very lucky. And I had an obligation to collect the insurance proceeds from the policies. A new governor was just elected, Eliot Spitzer, an old friend who I knew well. And I said, Eliot, if you don't help me, I'll never collect from the insurance companies. And guess what? He listened, and he said, you know what? You're entitled. I'm going to get you the money. And in 6 months, he got me the $4.5 billion. We got very, very lucky.